Hello everybody, let's talk about Skyrim. Now I've just started loading it up and I decided to have a new playthrough with it. This time I've disabled all the mods I normally install. Straight away the first thing I tried to do was walk around Helgen. Not possible, not in the directions I used to go in. So yeah, there's some strange differences here. Also, many of the things I used to think were part of that last anniversary update are actually in the mod now. Wait, are in the game now. They're gone. Like there's little camps outside all the horse and carts that try to take you around, Skyrim, but they're not there now. So obviously they're in a mod somewhere that I've installed, which made a change and got updated, and I never noticed. But anyway, it says so far though, it's a bit like playing the modded game except for there's no mods. It's changed it so dramatically in the other direction that I'm actually enjoying it. Also, many of the characters I normally play now might not be possible because of the changes. Like for instance, right, Dark Lord Grimoire, mod of my own, added so much magic stuff. Certain styles of gameplay became possible. Now that's gone. Now the mod's not there, they aren't possible anymore. But the stealthy arch is still there. The stealthy arch is still possible. So that's not too bad. Now, if we talk about achievements, now I've done nearly every achievement in the game, but there's been two games. There's the anniversary edition, which is basically a special edition, and there's the original. And I've done every single thing in every single one, but I've noticed in the anniversary edition, I've got 3 left to do. I've got to get all 15 Daedric artifacts. There's a bunch of other stuff as well. Can't remember what they are for now, though. But I've got to get all 15 Daedric artifacts. That's it. Smith some of that stuff you get from Solstheim, the ice. I can't remember what they call it. Stelheim or something. And kill a legendary dragon, all of which I've done. Now, I couldn't do the legendary dragon, obviously, with mods installed, or anything else for that matter. Plus, one of the mods I installed changed all the dragons, so there was no legendary dragon anymore. So that requires me to get to a higher level. One of the things that I did notice that was different in the past, I went to go through it all, and it says, I had one left to do, just one, and that was get my skills up to legendary level and then reset them. Now, that means level 75, basically, character level. I don't play characters beyond, 40 or 50 half the time. It gets a bit boring. So I'm never going to do that. But that's when I had one, achievement to get. Now I've got 3. And these are 3 I've done before. So at some point, Bethesda reset the achievements. They've taken some out, put some in, reset some, and I think the legendary reset thing is something I've never done on mine. I never felt the need to do it. Appears to be either done or missing. I've noticed a few other games do the same thing though. They tend to take this kind of like achievements as a kind of thing they can mess with, especially when they come out of beta. If they're in beta and early access, you'll see an initial group of kind of achievements which then get replaced by the permanent ones later, and then when they do patches and updates, more achievements are added, some are taken away. Well, they seem to have done that with the Steam ones, so the achievements aren't so much permanent as fluid, constantly changing. Currently though, I'm trying to get the smithing up high enough so I can do various things, but I keep getting sidetracked. I keep wanting to burn through the main plot, with my stealthy archer. It's actually a wood elf. I made a wood elf that was good with one-handed weapons and archery, and I'm trying to get a sneak up. I also did the bit where the pickpocket up to 50, so you get the extra 100 carry weight. So there's that as well. But it should be a good character once it's developed. Hopefully, though, once it gets to a certain level, I don't have to branch it out into areas that means it wouldn't be the character I want anymore, which is always the danger. Once you get to a certain level and you're playing like, say, like you want to be a stealthy archer and you get to level 40 or 50, suddenly you're having to take on board magic to keep on levelling up. So it stops being a stealthy archer, it starts becoming something else, which wasn't the character you originally wanted to develop. That's when I usually stop playing. That's what I want to avoid. But it does mean when you do start leveling up other skills, you're leveling up from level 1 in a fairly advanced game. So it's no fun then even. If you do it the other way around, if you try to level up all your skills, then you're facing high level monsters with low level skills. So you've got to be a bit picky. And to be honest, I can level up a character, like power level up basically, to get the levels up so they're very dangerous really early on. And that's what I'm doing with this current character. You should be able to see the character next to me here as the videos are playing. But so far, I think it's about level 17 so far, and it's not doing too bad. So I'm hoping to get, the ×6 dagger thing, for single-handed weapons and daggers, so I could just carry a couple of daggers around with me, then just become like a stealthy assassin as well. But I always like that kind of gameplay. There's a lot to be said for stealth games when played properly. And let's face it, right, Bethesda's games haven't always supported stealth properly. I think Skyrim is probably the best one for that. I think we can agree with that. I did try, there was a few mods that tried to make Oblivion stealthy, and it is after a fashion, but it just doesn't have that magic, whereas Skyrim does. We've got that basically. Excuse me. And now the idea of playing through without mods means I'm seeing the game in a way I hadn't seen it since it first came out. Was it 2011? So actually it'd be 2012 because modding started in 2012. So I haven't played the game this way in a while. Actually no, I did play it once in between in the last 10, 12 years that way. But yeah, it's been a while since I played it this way. So seeing the unmodified game and everything in it allowed me to really appreciate what this anniversary pack has added to the game. There's a few things I didn't know where it came from. I assumed it was added by a mod or something that's now turning out to be in the default game's anniversary edition. So it's a way of learning what they've added and what they haven't added and what they really needed to work on. I don't know if you've noticed, but the sheer girl stuff, the amber stuff, there's not a lot of it. I mean, I've been playing this one up to level 17. I've only found one amber so far. So anyway, you let me know what you think. Do you play Skyrim still? Do you play the unmodded game occasionally? Because what I did is, just so you know, I deleted all the mods I don't use and left the mods that I do use in there. So when I'm ready to put the mods back on, I can just go enable, 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 enable. Job's a good one. There's a tip for you. But let me know what you do in your game. What you like to try. My favourite character is basically an archer, a stealthy archer. So there's no doubt about it. It is one of the strong points of Skyrim. I'm sure you agree. And I will see you in the next one.